Hello fellow travelers. If you're watching this past what this video is being shot for, it's 2023 and I'm filming this to help some fellow travelers. We are headed to Europe, to Sweden, and then I will be going on after that, but so some of them are new travelers, some of them might just find something handy in this. So I've done a couple videos. One was the different luggage that you can take and I will be taking, and then there's a video on the new stuff that I have for a trip that I'm excited about, and then there's some just generic tips as well. This video is on my go-to travel stuff. So this is the stuff that I already own that I use when I travel most of the time. So that's what this is. Thought I had everything organized, but so one of the first things, I have two versions of this. So I have a rain jacket and I have this one. They are both very compact, as you can see. They go small. This one is actually a down coat. So this is an entire coat, and it does keep you nice and warm because it is the down. But what's good about this, and I'm going to be looking down while I talk for just a minute, is that it does go so small. So I take the raincoat on pretty much every trip. This coat I will be taking on the Sweden trip because Sweden does get chillier. The thing about this one is that it packs so much smaller than a sweatshirt or a hoodie. Now we will have, or at least I got the hoodie for the trip, so I will have that one. But if I'm going on a day trip or something like that, or if I was going and it wasn't with the dancers, I could take this instead of a hoodie, and then it just takes up a lot less space. It does keep me just as warm, and then I have the excuse that I need to buy a hoodie, you know, on the trip because I didn't bring one with me, so I have to buy one, right? You didn't hear that, Dad. I just wanted to show you though that it is possible to get it all back in. So, but yeah, I have the rain jacket as well. Again, these are in my favorite color, purple, of course. So this is really nice and handy if you're going somewhere where it's a little bit colder, or if you're like me who gets cold fairly often. So there's that. Because we are going on the dancer trip and we have costumes that might get a little wrinkly or something. What's nice is the Downy Wrinkle Release. It's helpful. And also there's the Febreze. So if you need to spray that on a little bit, those are helpful items when you're traveling for weeks at a time, or you need to have something that gets some of those wrinkles out. Another option for you is a steamer. This is my sister's old one, so it's not the one that I will actually be taking. It's upstairs. This, again, you'll have to check with your airline where you can actually pack the steamer, but this is nice to have as well. Usually on trips, when I'm just going by myself to Europe, I don't take a steamer, but because we will be wearing the costumes, most likely I will take the steamer with me. It'll just help with that. Then with that, to go with the toiletries, if you take a Ziploc bag, just a quart Ziploc bag, that is fine too. This is for packing your toiletries in your carry-on or your personal item bag. That's what I usually travel with. I'll be checking luggage at least on the way there this time, but I will still probably just go compact because I like to pack as small, and my personal suitcase is not very big. So this I just bought, which is a reusable one, which is nice because then it holds all my stuff while I'm not traveling as well, and it has the zipper instead of me trying to figure out the zip lock, which sometimes doesn't work. Another thing in here which is kind of nice are these. There's a couple different types. This one happens to be the body wash sheets. So instead of taking liquid body wash with me, I can take these and you just pull out a sheet make sure your hands are dry. That is a tip that I learned the hard way, or mostly dry. And then this will dissolve in water and become some soap. You might have to use a few of these sheets, but it still is a lot more compact and a lot less worry about spillage. They also come in a laundry sheet. If you want to do laundry in your hotel room or something like that, hostel sink. Also check with the hotels and hostels. Some of them don't allow that, so don't do that if they don't allow it. And then I think there might be a shampoo one as well, so the sheets. So that's kind of nice, just so you have a little bit less liquid to take with you. Speaking of liquid, I have 2 types of water bottles. I haven't decided which one I'm going to go with yet. This type has more of the sports, like the Gatorade bottle top to it, but it does go completely flat, and then you can just roll it up to pack if you want. Make sure when you're taking these that you don't fill them until after you've passed through security at the airport. They won't let you have any water or liquid in these before going through security. So just thought on that. In my new items video, you'll see I have a carrier now. So it is a possibility I can use this one. The bad thing about this is there is no hook or anything like that on it, so you either do have to put it in your purse, now I have the carrier, or you have to hold it. So which brings me to this one that I bought. It's heavier duty. It is a little bit of an odd shaped, but it has more of your spigot mouthpiece, and then it will just pop open like so. Gives you a water bottle. Good thing about this one is it does have a hook. So that's helpful. If you use some of your water, you can always collapse part of it, which is nice. This one doesn't hold quite as much as the other one, but that's just up to you. And so, yeah, I haven't decided which one of these I'm going to take. I've used them both, so there's pros and cons of both of them, but I would suggest taking a refillable water bottle with you. With that, this is one of my all-time favorite items that I take on any trip that I go on. It is just a nice shawl type thing. Nice big, and you can call it a blanket if you want. I've used it on the airplanes as a blanket, so I don't have to use the airplane blankets or ask for those. It's not the thickest, but if you watched my new items video, and I keep doing that for new items, yay! But that, I do have a travel blanket in that as well, that's new. But this one is nice because you can use it as a blanket. It looks nice enough that I can wear it as a shawl if I just need something a little bit extra or take with me. You can fold it up and it can be a pillow. The other good thing about this one is it does actually have a little secret pocket to it. It is RFID blocking if that's important to you, but you can put, you know, a couple extra dollars in there or something, and it just does have that hidden pocket there, which is nice. Since we are taking our costumes, or if I was going somewhere with a nice dress that I wanted something to make sure that in case the hostel or the hotel doesn't have hangers, make sure I have one. I have the collapsible hangers, so those are really nice. So I'll have a couple of these with me as well. This is just a little makeup bag type carrier. I'm not sure if I'll take this one with me. I don't usually take makeup with me. Usually this is filled with hair ties and a small hairbrush or something. It'll all depend on if I can get those things in here. So a lot of the stuff that's in here right now is not going to be in here when I travel. Like I said, it's just a place for me to store all that stuff while I'm traveling. If the hair ties, which I have a few on the bottom there, the hair ties and the hairbrush, well, not necessarily the hairbrush, but the hair ties and things don't fit in here. Which, yes, I know they're small, but then I might take this. Otherwise, for the most part, everything just goes into here. For my electronics, I do have this bag, and this has just little pockets, and so all of my charging cords can go into here, my extra SD cards, things like that can go in there. It zips up. It's nice. So everything's all together there. I'll put my headphones in there, all that good stuff. With that, I have this. This was a gift for me. I can't actually show you the real product because I am using it right now. But it is a charging station for and it has 4 USB outlets in it. And then it has your different outlets depending on what country you are going to. If you watched my new items video, then you'll see that I do have another version of this. It just doesn't have the carrying case. Hopefully that they will both fit in this case and they can just go together. And then I'll have 8 USB ports for charging, which is nice. For my towels, you always want to bring a towel with you. Hostels don't normally have them with you. You have to provide your own. But this towel is really nice. It's nice and compact. It is a microfiber towel. So it is very thin, but it will wick you off very, very easily. It'll dry you off. This one comes with a full towel, which I'm not going to unfold right now. But then it also came with like a hand towel washcloth towel. And so they do have the hanging hoops so that you can hang them to dry. But again, they fold up. They're just nice and compact. So I have used these a lot, and it's amazing how well they dry you off. I didn't think they were going to the first time I used them, but they do. Alright, my last items are moving on to do with money and documents and things. So this one I won't be actually taking with me, so if someone going on this trip needs to borrow this, that is fine. But this is just a document wallet. You can have a couple credit cards, tickets, your ID, you can put your passport in here. That was the first one that I bought. I later bought this one. It's a little bit nicer. It has a clasp. It has more items to it, and so I can use it as an actual wallet. It has the money pouch. It does have a little bit of a coin purse in here. Usually when I go to Europe, I don't use this one because at least before COVID, they did use a lot of cash, and their cash predominantly for the lower bill, or the lower the lower cost items, which is what I do. They use coins. So if you watch the luggage video, I have little coin purses that I take, but I am old, so I still get the paper copies. I've had problems with the electronic tickets. Other people use their phones for the airplane tickets electronically and everything like that. That is great. If you can do it and you trust that, kudos to you. I've just had problems, so most of the time I still do the paper tickets. It's also a fun souvenir, but this will hold the tickets. It then holds the passport in here. It holds some credit cards. It has a pen if I ever need it. So this is my little travel wallet that I use that's really nice. I also, because I'm old and I travel by myself sometimes and I'm kind of paranoid, I am a money belt person. Now you can't wear these through the airport screening. At least I haven't been able to. They've flagged me both times that I've tried, so I've stopped trying. So I do have it in my carry-on until usually once I go through security, I'll put it on or something like that. I might not wear it every single day, but it is nice to have it, especially when I am traveling by myself. If I'm going out, it just gives me a little sense of security. The one that I have, it does fold up really nice, compact, and then it has a nice backing to it, so it's nice and soft. So again, this is just a personal thing. If you are more confident, by all means, you don't need to wear these. And lastly, this is for the ladies out there, predominantly. There's this little guy. Has a nice little snap. It'll hold, you know, some cash, maybe an ID card or something like that. For the Europe trips, I'll still take it. I might not use it as often. I use this more like when I went to Vegas or New York City when I was wearing a dress or something, didn't have a big purse or something like that. But this will hold a few things, and then that actually just clips over your bra. And so then you are extra safe. And so it's just a little extra little place that you can hide things just in case, which is always good. So those are my staple items that I will be taking on this trip. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's some other things that I should be trying. Otherwise, have a great trip. Bye.